Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on the mat for this practice. My name is Emma, if it's the first time you've joined me. We'll be moving today at a relatively moderate pace. So hopefully you've had a few sessions in yoga or movement beforehand, but if you're getting a bit lost or stuck, don't worry, you can pause, you can go back to the beginning, or you can repeat this video as many times as you like. We'll start today in a comfortable seat. I'm taking a kneeling position. If you prefer, you might cross your thighs. Go ahead, take a deep breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, close down the eyes. And just feel your body arrive in space. The sense, the feeling of the shape you're in. Perhaps feeling the contact to the ground. And check in with your posture. Does it feel like you're leaning forward or slightly back? We just simply begin to observe our current state of being. And we acknowledge our privilege here in being able to take the time to move and to practice. Notice the feeling of the breath as it meets the tip of the nose. And how does it feel when you exhale and the body becomes empty? Welcome in one more deep inhale breath. And exhale completely. Reach arms to the sky, breathe in. Hands to the heart space, breathe out. Opening the eyes, let's interlace the fingers and start to figure eight the wrists. You'll notice you probably went your most natural direction first, so just try to change up the pattern and move in different awkward ways. From here, open the arms out wide, stretch through the fingers. Rise your chin up to the sky, feel a lift of the collarbones. Right fingertips to the ground, sweep the left arm overhead. Breathing into the side waist. Use the midline to draw you to center. Arms sweep up, breathe in. Then switching sides, breathe out. Arms sweep up, inhale. And hands back to the heart space. Coming into tabletop. Spreading evenly through the fingers. Bring your knees under the hips. Find a nice long spine. Begin to lift your palms from the floor and then flatten. So you're taking these heel raises. For a little more heat, keep the weight forward of the shoulders, but if it's a little bit too spicy already, you might lean back into the knees. I keep my knuckles relatively rooted. You could also lift into tented fingers and then press the palms flat. Pick up the speed here for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Flip the fingertips to point back. Your wrists are forward. Please drop the belly. Inhale, open the chest. Breathing out, chin to chest, cat pose. Move through the spine here. And the inhale drops your belly, inhale. And exhale to round. Playing in this shape, you might roll the hips, the shoulders. Feel free to tuck the toes or keep the toes flat. Returning the fingertips forward. Lower the left forearm down to the ground. Open right knee to the side and feel a gentle squeeze of the right glute. And then a few times, right knee drops in and then open the knee out to the side. Notice that the weight wants to really pull into your left hip. We're kind of trying to isolate, stay quite centered, and really start to switch on the right outer hip, glute. Pressing down through left elbow, left hand. You might even linger here at the top of the squeeze just to really switch on through the back of the leg. 2 more. Good. From here, kick the right leg behind you. Come back onto the left hand. Big breath in. Right toes land behind you. Hover and pick up the left kneecap. Feel strength through the inner thumbs, index knuckles. A lift through low belly as you try to lift the left shin higher. To downward facing dog, lift the hips. Begin to free up the shape. Pedal the knees, sway the hips. Maybe a nice opportunity, connect back to the breath, just noticing the depth. Good. In your down dog shape, lift your heels, soften through the knees. Ripple forward to high plank pose, breathe in. As you bend your knees, push the hips back, breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, shift forward. On your exhale, push the hips back. Last one. Good. Come back to tabletop, land the right forearm down. Picking up left knee to the side. And continue in and out. You might even notice one side kind of feels more restricted for you. You might be quite balanced and quite even. Can you squeeze at the top here when the left knee draws out to the side? Really lift and pause. Just a few more. Try to keep the weight quite centered. So there is a lot of weight coming through your left hand here as well. Kick the left leg behind you, back onto the hands. Left toes land, hover the right knee, pause. Create space between the shoulder blades so you know there's activity through the back. The core is lifting the right shin higher. Strong breath in. To downward facing dog, step back. Tiptoe forward to the wrists. It's a slow journey. When you get here, bend the knees more, let the chin drop, let the chest feel heavy. Control the roll up through the spine, keeping soft knees. Inhale, arms to sky. On your exhale, folding. Step back, high plank pose. Be here for 5. Resist gravity more for 4. Can you switch on the back of the legs? 3. For 2. On 1, downward dog, push back. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Let's bend right knee, open the hip. 3 large circles using the right hip bone to move you. Palms stay strong. Step right foot forward. Anjaneyasana, back knee lowers, arms sweep up. Take an interlace and release the index finger. Closing rib cage, take one more breath, reach tall, and side bend to the right, breathe out. Without the right knee swinging in any direction, keep it planted, keep it firm, one more breath. Landing hands down, exhale. Breathe in, float back knee. Soft pyramid fold, push the hips back. Keep this super gooey and fluid for the first one. So we're not being strict, but allowing the breath to really move into the hips. There might be a soft bend in the back knee, maybe the front knee. Broadness in the chest. 2 more inhales and exhales. Good. As you shift forward into the front knee, lower the back knee down. Easy twist. Right hand reaches up. From here, slightly pivot the left shin under you for modified side plank. Right foot to the back of the mat. Reach right hand forward. Can you banana shape the right rib so you feel this beautiful length in the side waist? The back of the legs stay firm. One more inhale. Land the right hand down. From here, hover the left knee again. We're back in this shape. Option, drive the back foot down and spin open to side plank on the right hand. Shoulders stacked. Left knee is optional here for a tree-like pose. You could keep the knee tucked in. Be playful. Drive down through the back of the right foot. Take a full inhale. To downward facing dog, lift the hips. Good, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Bend the knee, open the hip, 3 circles here. Try not to rush the process of opening. Left foot steps to the top, Anjaneyasana. Interlace fingers, release index. Straighten through the inner elbow. Big inhale. Side bend to the left. One more in breath. And hands land down. Breathe in, float the back knee to pyramid. Pushing the hips back. If you're noticing a tension build up, that might be in the jaw and the eyes. Can you just really set your awareness on current sensation in the front left hamstring? Be here for a handful more breaths. Shifting forward, back knee lowers, easy twist, left arm reaches. Pivot the right shin under you, left foot to the back of the mat. Root down through the right hand. Left arm sweeps forward. Try to get the left ribs to touch the ceiling. You're keeping your pelvis slightly tucked here. Big breath in. Left hand to the ground. Pick up the right knee and shin. Option to hold or spin the left heel down and open to Vashisthasana, side plank. Any option with your right knee and foot. Try to keep the hips stacked. One more breath. Right hand lowers, downward dog. This time shift forward to high plank pose. Lowering your knees and chest to the ground. Take a mini cobra, inhale. Exhale as you lower. Downward facing dog, push back. Right leg to sky, inhale. Knee to nose, step to the right thumb. Crescent lunge, arms lift. Can you soften gaze, soften back knee. Hands to the heart, lean forward. Crouching warrior. Left toes hover. Keep the crease at the right hip so we're not locking out the front leg. This takes you to one-legged Tadasana. Left knee comes with you. Standing tall. Begin opening left knee to the side. This takes you to half moon shape. Dropping chest forward. I'm going to keep my hands at the heart. Option to play here. Either keep left heel bending in or straighten the back leg as you reach the chest forward. Soft landing to warrior two. Open the arms. Settle into the front leg. Both feet equal pressure. To extended side angle. Spinning the left armpit to face up to the sky. Big breath here. Straighten the right leg, reach right fingers back, reverse triangle. Take a flex through the front toes. As you spin the toes in, it's a side lunge into your left leg. So think Skandasana, but all 10 toes will point to the long edge of the mat. Push your butt back in space and the heart forward. I'm on fingertips here. You could take hands to the heart if you're wanting more heat to build through the left thigh especially. Sinking an inch deeper. Stay with me, one more breath. Cruising forward, frame your front foot to three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Drop the left forearm to the floor. It might come slightly closer to you. Bend the right knee, open the hip. Option, right fingertips might lift. If you're on right fingertips, plant the right palm to fallen triangle or fallen star. The right knee draws under you and all the way out to the side. Push down through the feet, lift up through the hips. Again, create the banana shape with the ribs. Reaching left hand forward, hold for 3. Nice, for 2. Left hand lands. Sweep the right foot all the way over you, wild thing or flip dog, landing the right toes, push up through the hips. Have a bit of an explore here. That might be drawing weight into the heels, pushing the chest up towards left thumb. Downward facing dog, plant your hand, plant the foot. Option of a vinyasa here, you might add a push up, an upward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Knee to the nose, step forward. High lunge, arms sweep up. Settle into the shape. Hands to the heart, crouching warrior, right toes hover. Can you lean a bit further over the left toes? Bring the right knee with you. Stand tall. Breathe in. Opening right knee to the side. Take your time for half moon. So not the most common transition here to move from a closed to an open hip just on one leg, but it challenges our control. Notice where the mind is going. If you're super wobbly today, you might kick the right foot back in space. Really see warrior 2, land there softly, back toes reach, arms reach wide. extended side angle, leaning into the front thigh. Keep the left sit bone rolled underneath you. Press down through the back foot. One more inhale and exhale. Straightening the left thigh, flex the left toes, reverse triangle. This transitions you to side lunge into the right knee. So spinning all 10 toes to face the long edge. Hands might come off the ground. You might stay rooted. Become aware and conscious, just observing sensation, feeling. Stay this low and come forward. Runner's lunge. Sweep the left leg to the sky, breathe in. This time the right forearm drops under you. Left knee bends and opens. Maybe left fingertips suction to the mat, holding for 3. If you need to lax some tension out the right leg, you can bend the right knee here for 2. Good. Fallen star, lift through the right elbow and pivot under yourself. Root the feet, lift up through the hips. Right arm is sweeping forward. Tension through the left arm. As the right hand lands, flip dog or wild thing, left knee steps over the right. Notice I shuffle my feet, I get in a good position, and then start to play and explore with the weight. Strong back body, switch on the glutes. One more breath. Nice. To downward facing dog. Take a moment here, you might pause, you could take a vinyasa, high plank, push up, maybe to up dog, maybe to down dog. All right, we'll speed things up. Right leg to sky, breathe in. Stepping forward lightly, breathe out. Crescent lunge, inhale. Crouching warrior, lean forward. Left knee to the chest. This time, option, extend the left foot forward. Stand tall. And as you sweep left leg out, half moon. This time, pausing. Any variations welcome. You could take your arms out wide. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Just for one big breath. Stay for the exhale. Straighten the right knee. Inhale, reverse triangle. Side lunge onto the back thigh. Top of the mat, runner's lunge. 3-legged dog, right leg sweeps, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Left forearm drops here, or maybe both forearms. See how you go. If you're coming down onto forearms, resist gravity. Lifting back onto the hands, fallen star, right knee comes under you. Big breath in. Land the left hand, breathe out. 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. And then flipping over, exhale. Linger here. Find some playfulness, some fun in your flip dog. And transition back, downward facing dog. Option, vinyasa. Left leg to sky, breathe in. Stepping forward, breathe out. High lunge, inhale, breath. Crouching warrior. Right knee to chest, breathe in. Kick the right heel forward. Swing open, half moon. Slight pause here as you adjust. Roll open the right hip. Find a good playfulness here. Think of the two directions, crown of head forward, right toes back. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Inhale, breath. Stay for the exhale. Reverse triangle, left knee straightens. Side lunge into the right knee. Forward, runner's lunge. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Bend left knee, open hip, option. Right forearm drops, maybe left forearm drops. Back onto the hands. If you lowered, fallen star, left knee comes under you. Right hand sweeps up. Right hand lands to three-legged. Use an in-breath. And falling to wild thing, breathe out. Pausing here. Moment to play. How slowly can you find downward facing dog? That's the challenge. Good. Take a vinyasa here with strength. High plank. Push up. Up dog. And then downward facing. Come down onto the knees. Keep your toes tucked. Sit the chest tall. Without fidget, without fuss, can you close your eyes here? Come forward to tabletop. Bringing the right knee and shin forward. Now stay high in the pelvis, so you're not dropping the sit bones to the floor, but we're intentionally staying quite lifted. So the back knee might come in closer. Fingertips here are an option. Cat-cow. Begin on any motion that can be with the cat or the cow, but you're trying to move your pelvis, rocking it forward and back as you open the chest. Plant the palms. Step back to downward facing dog. And then left knee and shin comes forward. Lower the back knee, stay lifted. Really drive down through the front shin. Begin to move through the spine, the hips, the shoulders. So it's just a nice way to really scrub and mobilize the front hip. So we're not just stationary, but we're moving through range. Moving through any sticky, difficult parts. We're not avoiding the truth. That might be that this shape just doesn't feel great for you. But we're not judging it, just simply observing. Couple more breaths. Final downward facing dog. Step left foot back. Pedal through the feet. Option for a final vinyasa. We'll eventually meet cross-legged or kneeling exactly as we did at the start. Find a rest point, an anchor point for the pelvis, and you'll close down your eyes. Notice once again your posture and where you are in space. Can you be right here? These next few breaths. Taking one more full inhale. Empty out the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have some time now, you might take a Shavasana, a rest, a longer meditation, or you might go on to continue the day. Hopefully see you again soon.